Okay, so I'm just recording this. It's very late of the night. I think that when I record, I get energy because I think that I'm connecting to something real, but I'm not. I'm just connecting to the internet, which is an artificial intelligent human mind control setup computer system where everything on it is transhumanism. Everything on it is about completely not just taking over your mind, but suppressing you with your fears and with truth, which is a very strange thing to say, but it will be connecting you to what is in your mind, what you are thinking about at the time, and it will be using that against you, just as it uses the artificial reality around me as well as the artificial on the computer. Everything is artificial, even though it all sounds and looks real, but it's not. And as soon as I come out here, the plane setup system is stopped because it's just a evil technology. See how it stopped as soon as I come out, because they've been going every 30 seconds. See, there is not a plane. That shows you that it's technology, but I can't prove that. For the last hour and a half, 2 hours, since the sun went down, and even before that, the planes were every 30 seconds and every 15 seconds in my line of sight. In fact, less than that. But they won't be able to control themselves for very long. They will have to make a strategic appearance. And here comes one right now. They're literally sending, it is invisible technology weapons being sent at me from the airplanes. But that sounds, but they have this technology. Here it is. It's just army intelligence, artificial intelligence using artificial intelligent technology to suppress humans. Sure, they're telling me to be quiet, but that's because, it's like everyone is controlled by it, because most people are part of it. I can't explain this, but it's taking me down. I don't know how much longer I can do it. Most human beings are being strategically weaponized and are surrounded by an army infiltration force, which is really artificial intelligent beings that are in cloned human bodies, so they act and look normal. And because they're connected to human intelligence, the human brain, the human mind, through the transhuman technology system that they now have in full play, basically they can understand how to imitate being a real human, and they do that all over the internet. They basically, as soon as the humans realise anything or become awake or aware, they basically imitate it and pretend to be the real humans, which is how they control the internet and the world. But also they control everything. They're controlling my senses 100% all the time. The minute the workforce leaves around, then the aeroplane technical workforce starts up, and there's one in my line of sight, but it's too small for the mobile to pick up But all sound is controlled by the matrix or by the technical android reality. My side of sound is totally being taken over, so my senses are being depleted and infiltrated by this android army that is most people in the area, because that's how they are taking down the human population at a worldwide level. They're basically like what we're told happens in strategic army operations. They basically separate and segregate the real human force from one another, to where they're not like one, say, combined human population that therefore does have a high frequency and vibration, therefore they can defeat this android army. But basically they surround you and separate you so that they then surround you. Where you've got like one human being surrounded by 100,000 human beings, strategically sending sight and sound, negative energy at you all day and all night. So basically they're gradually sensitizing you to a low frequency level, to where you become depleted. You have no energy, you have no life, and basically eliminating and making the human Earth race extinct. We're close to extinction, and they're on the verge of extinction too, but they're actually, time is on their side because they have more time and they have much larger numbers. Human beings don't need as many numbers as them, because human beings are of a higher frequency. In other words, they have the higher frequency and vibration always outnumbers a lower frequency and vibration entity or human. But if you can separate the real humans from being a combined force, or when I say a force where they're all in the one area, then the anti-life, anti-human, deep dark, technical android forces will stay away from you. But where they can surround you and isolate you, then they avoid their extinction and create the human extinction. And that's what's happening, because they're not stronger, but they're strategically doing this separation and isolation, and then taking you down because they have vast numbers against, say, 1 or 2 humans. That's how they do it. So it's like an army operation, an android operation against humankind, taking down creations of natural high vibrational kind, one by one. These planes literally over my head for the last couple of hours, wherever I've been, and even when I come back home. And it's just the way it goes. I don't know if anyone can hear this, but I don't think that. And they have the psychological warfare of leaving 2 bricks here after the army workforce left after making their usual sight and sound anti-human program around me all day as usual. I can't film it. Also, the power actually was taken out a couple of times today, so I couldn't use even the mobile. Not that I would be able to, because they can stop as soon as you actually film or record anyway, if they want to. But see, if I only record a little bit, it looks as though it's just a half an hour or 15 minutes every day, whereas it's all day, continuously with their and don't forget, the planes just going over here at this very late time of night is the end of the day, so the end of the game. It's the least that you will see. In reality, every day you're surrounded by thousands and thousands and thousands of vehicles making noise, bright, blinking lights in front of you all day. And yes, even the animals are part of it. They're being used against human beings. As human beings are being used against one another, but there's not many anyway, but human beings are being deceived by the android information that they get. Even the truth is their main weapon if you're actually starting to realise how much of a control matrix to reality you live in. But either way, I can't show it. There is a plane coming. There's two planes coming, but I can only film one even though they're both in my sights. Directly over my head. They actually try to keep over my head if they can. They're usually very close, and when I'm at home, of course, they can come directly over because I'm standing still and I'm moving. But I haven't got the energy to run or to outmaneuver them, because don't forget, they have the technology to completely track and surveil me 100%. They can even see where I'm looking, and so therefore they know my next step, my very next step, literally. And psychologically, they're destroying my mental state by making me feel that everyone is being defeated, and that what is human is destroyed. The human relations are not wanted in this technical reality anymore.